What's up, my guy? How you doing today? You good?
I'm all right, man. I'm all
You,
right.
you, you got yourself together? Got your
I
composure
don't like the
together?
look on your face. I don't like the
Got
look
you.
on your face.
All right. First
You're
of all, let's
taking
let's.
too much pride, too much joy, too much satisfaction in your
No,
brother's pain and suffering. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't
no,
felt this bad since the Memphis Grizzlies got knocked. Matter of fact, not even when the Memphis Grizzlies got knocked out the playoffs, because I already knew that was a foregone conclusion once Ja Morant got hurt. I haven't
Mm.
felt this bad since Ja Morant got hurt in the Western Conference Final. Like, that's how bad I feel right now. Not gonna hold you.
I'll pull back just no. I'm gonna pull back. But I'm saying, son, like I was out of commission today, but I happen to be on YouTube and you stand on what you stand on. I'm just trying to say, make me a believer in this battle that you really had it 2-0 going into the third.
Oh, I definitely had it too. Shout out everybody in the battle rap community. Y'all know what this is. This is the bar recap for JC versus Swamp.
Well,
I'm excited about this because I get to persuade you, someone who doesn't believe Swamp actually won this battle, that he won this battle. Um, Now I also understand, you know what I'm saying, the narrative. I understand the presentation of it all. And for 120K, what you cannot do, let's just get it out of the way. What you cannot do is what Swamp did. It's one thing to choke in the battle. It's one thing to choke in the third round. But the third round of a battle for 120K, it sent seismic vibrations through the battle rap community's memories of what happened the first two rounds. That is how we got to this. That is exactly how we got to this. Y'all have been completely brainwashed. Let me tell you this. So let me ask you, is JC one of the best pins in battle rap history?
yeah,
Would you put him in the top 10 of pins when it comes to battle rap history?
yeah,
So even going into this battle with Swamp, you already knew who the better writer was, correct?
that's a fact.
So there were certain expectations you already had at JC, right? He was gonna have the double entendres. He was gonna have the word manipulation, correct?
That's 100% fact.
So why are we shocked that that happened? Why are we? Everyone saying, "Well, he just had two." We already knew that
It's
one
it's
line
it's not
and two lines with JC. We already knew that.
it's not a shot factor. You know what I'm saying? It's like let's just say the first round, how you start the Golden State War Boston joints and like that was like come on, so that's your first line. How you Jason Tate like that shit was fire, bro. What you want me to say?
I got the line. I got the line.
What you want me to say, sir? That's how you shake the room. Your first bar.
Son,
Your
see,
I'm
it was
just
certain things that happened in this battle with Swamp and JC that I really don't think people understand that happened. That I picked up on the rewatch. Do you realize in the second round, Swamp physically put his hands on this man and turned this man to face him?
yeah. Nah,
Come
I know
on,
that.
son. When in battle rap does that happen? How do you win that round after you have been physically moved in
Now
the
you
battle?
can't.
Your shoulders turned. He went to here. No, Swamp said, "Bring your ass over here." He ended up looking this way. How do you? First of all, off of that alone, none of that shooting, none of that killing, poking. No, none of that. All of that is negated off the fact this man placed his hands on your shoulders and pivoted you.
Don't do that because then that means official got to round off Arsenal when she shook Arsenal.
He was being a gentleman. It was different.
I just
It was
okay,
completely different.
okay.
But this is the Swamp versus JC bar recap. Before we get started, man, salute to JC. Obviously, I feel a certain type of way about this battle. I feel a certain type of way about the
You-
outcome. But at the end of the day, no matter what I say, it does not change the fact
but
that JC did win $120,000. And you know what I'm saying? He definitely has.
but you're not. the
a
thing
bright
about it
heading
is,
in the Summer Madness. What's up?
the thing about you're not the only one who
No,
feels
I'm
this
not
way.
the only one who felt like that.
So
Everybody in the building felt like that. Everybody in the southern hemisphere of the United States felt like that.
but
The fan, first of all, did you know that the fan vote was there was only a 15 vote difference? Did you know
no,
that?
I did not. No, I didn't know that.
The fan vote was only 15. So off the rip, this is the people have
Nobody.
this toss up. Off the rip, the people have this as a toss up.
It was a good battle. Like, I'm not gonna take away from the battle. Like, Swamp did terrible. Like, Swamp was Swamp, bro. Like I said,
Watch your mouth.
what you say? I ain't saying that. Like, if you in the building, we had the discussion when we did the recap on Saturday. Like, yo, if you in the building, you might hear it differently. I'm not in the building. Yes, I know JC's pen is elite, but when you got something like that, it's like, yo, or like Swamp has to be on all cylinders, shaking the room against somebody like JC. He was shaking the room, but he wasn't shaking the room like how he shake the room with Rum Nitty. But that was a smaller crowd, though. Just saying.
JC would say a line and literally wait and create that awkward silence where someone wants to break up the silence, and they'd be like, "Ooh, that's fire! Shut up! Shut up!"
He said he had
just wanted to be the one on camera on the playback that can say, "Hey man, you hear me right there? That's me who said that." That's exactly what you did. That's exactly what y'all did.
But
y'all didn't know what was going on in this battle. Y'all didn't know everything that this dude was saying because y'all was so. Stop.
But that's vet stuff. Like, yo, if I know,
it can be that. But I expect the vets on that panel not to fall for that. Respectfully, like, come on, son. Come on,
look,
son.
this is like I said, this is a bar recap, but this is really a thing for me where we talk about this on the daily. Like, we could break down the science as a convince me that Swamp got at least the first or second round. Convince me of that. We know JC got the third. Convince me Swamp got one of them rounds, bro. Or both. Because you standing on that wall.
Stage presence, believability, and aura are right now Swamp's 3 strongest traits in battle rap. It was all on display on Saturday. That first 2 rounds, he had the crowd in the palm of his hands. Do you remember how he even finished his second round? Do you remember the bar that he even had that he finished his second round with? I'm gonna go to that bar, then we're gonna take this recap from the top. But just to let you know, because I feel like you don't. He said, "They finally got me in the South, Swamp in the Bayou. I'm in my natural habitat."
That was fire. That was fire.
In his natural habitat. His feet was kicked up on JC's couch for the first 2 rounds. He put his feet on Eddie's couch comfortably. It was a white couch with no type of protection. It wasn't even Scotch guarded.
I hear you.
But no, man, let's get into these bars, man. Shout out everybody that's in the listening section. We appreciate y'all. Make sure that y'all pull up tomorrow night for a special temperature check Tuesday with my dog, Jack Boy, man. He got a special conversation for this one over here, but we're going to get into that in a little bit. One thing I like about this battle, Swamp setting the pace. Round 1, setting the pace. Because obviously, I don't think that's necessarily a worry when you battle with JC if JC is going to set the tone and set the standard for that battle, because I've never seen JC just have an overwhelming round that you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? You can get the crowd back from JC is what I'm saying. You can, I definitely believe that, but he definitely set the pace out the gate. Stop playing around before I wave a blade round. We in Houston, right? I'll raise this bitch in the air and knock off a slap when I'm swinging down. I like that.
That was fire. That was fire.
Y'all better not let this mother effer scream out. I know. Knowing damn well we in Houston and that's Scotty shit.
Come on, that was fire
that's
too.
Fire.
That was fire. That was
what did I say in the prediction? What was he gonna do? I know. But he didn't do that. Why? Because this guy Shaquem Houston, he ain't dumb. He would have got booed off the stage. This was fire. AK-47 with the drum. You can lose tonight and still get the whole 100.
Now that was fire. That was crazy too. That was
Oh, son,
he was spitting, bro. He was spitting, bro.
You supposed to be the GOAT, but couldn't show up on time for Head Ice. Now you finna be the late great for real?
He was rapping.
What you about 4'2"? I couldn't bury you 6 feet if I wanted to.
1-2. Nah, that was crazy. That was he was rapping, bro. He was rapping.
Y'all not. He had the whole dancing scheme. This Drake will make you drop that dance shit. That was I like that.
That was alright to me. That wasn't like crazy. That was alright.
Yeah, bitch. I'll turn her into a soldier. She about face. That's fine. Come on.
I'm here with you. I'm here.
Y'all making me mad. It's one thing that the Bible did actually teach me. We would have never known what the FJC had to say without Paige. Come on.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
It's the believability in the storytelling.
It was fire.
And then he breaks down his road to the finals. He said, I
had to have two.
Hold on, I got one before I got to that. He said for 100K, y'all should already know what at stake. JC, you should be used to that. What at stake, JC, on the cross? You see my arms to the side parallel? Come on, son. He was wigging in the first. He said for shotgun, I had to show up with a couple of pistols. The Nina Tuck. For the alien, Rum Nitty, I just had to become Elon Musk. For
that
the landlord, I had to show you all, first of all, it's a wordplay, how to move in caution when you preparing it. Then they give me JC for the bread. I'll turn this Jew in some scary shit.
He was, bro. I'm not taking that from him, bro.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because you're not agreeing with right now. He said, this nigga slipping while he whipping. Shoot his little ass out the car seat. You can act like you don't hear me or something until you found his little ass dead little baby shoes hanging in the rear mirror or something. Come on, son. You can't tell me. You can't. He set the pace. Find this nigga connected to cables and IVs. 2 pistols. Ain't telling me where these 2 bitches gonna land. Like KD and Kyrie. We don't know where they going. That's how he ended the run. That was fire. You telling me, and I get it. The first scheme for JC, was it good? Yes, but was he consistent through this round though? Now again, hold on before we go back to this. Before we do a recap, the thing about JC and his bars, of course, on the second and third time you hear them, you're gonna hear something different. I'm sorry. So when I break this down, you'll go, when you say that, remember, you didn't hear that the first time. We only going off what you heard the first time.
I got you. I'm here. You know, I'm across the ball with it.
Make sure y'all liking the video, man. Thumbs up, sharing it out, man. It's Swamp vs. JC bar recap. We in here, man, having a good time with it. JC in the first. If he a boss, then why would Jason agitate him? They can't stop him from wigging to the finals. I get it. I understand it.
But come on, son.
If he a boss, then why would I agitate him? Jason Tatum, and can't stop him from wigging to the finals. Obviously, wigging to the finals. I get it. If y'all caught that, I'm cool. You know what? I'm cool with that because again, it's basketball. 90% men, y'all should catch that. Pause. But hold on, I got enough poise in me to take out Jamestown. Well, y'all didn't know what that meant. I got enough poise in me, poisoning Jamestown. There was a serial killer that took the whole town out with poison. See, that's what I'm saying.
Thank you. All right, that's one bar you got, guys.
The word can't be stopped in this bitch. And the game proved it. When I walked through Swamp with the sticks like Frank Lucas,
Come on, son. Come
I
and shit
get it.
like that.
I
Come
get
on.
it. I, I get it. I understand it.
Now, when he go into the crowd, looking at the crowd, like pausing for a second, just for something like that, it's like, yo, like even if the crowd don't get it right then and there, like hold on, stop playing with me, y'all get it, and then the crowd, it's shit like it's that we seen somebody else do it on the stage
He keep it going
previously,
though.
bro.
Swamp keeping it going. He's running through the material. You getting the same.
But some,
You're getting the
but
reaction. But hold on. You're getting the reaction without being coerced into reaction. That's what I want to say. You're getting reaction off of Swamp of literally because he's presenting his bar right
no,
there so you can digest it, understand it. You're reacting to JC bars not only because they're fire, but partly because there's awkward silence and somebody wants to be the one on camera to say, "That's crazy." Come on, son.
but sometimes,
We've been in the
sometimes
building. We know how this goes.
not it's, but at the same time, sometimes you gotta let, like if you know the bar is fire and it's supposed to hit, bro. Sometimes you gotta let it breathe. Like yo, stop. Like yo, hold on. Y'all
We
heard
did
that
it
shit. Cause
after
some,
every line, bro.
I mean, it's JC though. It's
Stop.
JC. It's JC. Diddy do it too. Keep it going. Keep it going. Go ahead, son. Go ahead.
Nitty got beat. You proving my point. Nitty got beat. Thank you. Thank you.
No, we can
Thank
debate
you.
that first, bro. We still can debate that first. Keep it going, bro. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going.
It's, let me see. Oh, 2 hot rounds out the window like white only pies. Again, y'all didn't pick that up. Y'all didn't pick that up.
Break that down. Break that down. Break that down.
You remember Life? Two
Yes.
white only pies. You remember white only pies? 2 hot rounds. Again, y'all didn't.
But hold on. I'm not. But go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm mad.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's an up in front of me. It's manslaughter to murder one. So
Manslaughter.
manslaughter to murder one. That's the different variances between manslaughter or murder one and manslaughter. I get it. I got you. Make sure y'all thumb up the video, share it out. I'm being unbiased. I'm giving the JC bars. I'm breaking them
Thank
down
you.
for you.
Thank you.
Like, but I still got Swamp in the first. I don't give a damn what I'm about to do.
Fight for swamp. Go ahead, bro. We here.
Look, I was just making sure. He said, make sure that little run you on, pass to the side, or lateral movement, or the ladder will move it. Double entendre again, wordplay. I get it.
Hey,
It wasn't fire though. How did
oh
you
my
get there? How did you get? And it ain't like I'm just giving you the punchline either, because I'm really giving you like
God.
everything he said to make the bar make sense.
Yeah.
But come on, son, you're not doing this. Now, this is what I will say. I got this one on the playback. Crazy. Hangman only means on the side they can watch me play word games with mystic figures. Watch me line up a body. So with stick figures, watch me line up a body.
Yeah, but body. Yeah. Nah, but I caught that though on the first one. I caught that one on the first one.
And then he said, I know you get it though. I stack boxes like old school stereos, because you know old school stereos.
Old school stereos.
My dad just did that last week. Shout out, Pops. But I still got Swamp in his first, bro. Because it was more energy. Because you remember that it's the last battle. First of all, can we just talk about the fact, why was this the last battle of the night? I get it's $100,000 on the line. However, you got people standing up that have literally, you got a crowd that's been standing up since like 10:30 that morning because they waited outside before the venue opened. You either got, again, you have two different type of judges. You either got the judges that's drunk or on alcohol, drunk or smoking, whatever, or you got the sober ones that's mad that they sober. Now, me, I've done my research since the battle. I heard everybody was sober. So salute to all the panel judges. Salute to them for taking it that seriously, as they should. But at the end of the day, they was also still, even if they got there the first battle, they was standing up for 5-6 hours.
Now this is a thing that wasn't.
And I told you they wasn't gonna go first. I told you they wasn't
gonna go first. You did say that. I will give you that. This is the thing about the order of battles. Why do they battle last? I have no idea reason why. If how you was like, yo, Danny and Nana should go first, and then JC and Swamp, cool. But to have them go last, I mean, it's 120. I get it. You want that build up. You want to get there. The card poster just carry through, be fire till you get that. But sometimes when you wait to that last battle, I'm tired. have my ears closed. I'm like, yo, look, just wow me real quick, wake me back up. It affects you, bro. It affects the way the rounds come out if you're the last battle. Even if you're the second to last battle, it will mess up your battle depending on how your battle goes.
And so what I heard was Swamp was pacing back and forth the whole time in the back, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay in that mind frame because you got to be locked in the whole time.
What
You know
time?
what I'm saying? I will say this. Shout out Swamp for being up on stage for the Nun battle. I did peep that. At South Carolina. I respect
So
that. I definitely do. But let's get to the second man. Did I hold on? Did I make it a little bit debatable though? Did I present enough information that you feel like
you presented enough when I see it drop like officially. Like nah, but like it. Swamp had stuff that was directly to the point. It was fire. It was back to back. But sometimes you do have to let it breathe. I like sometimes you could run through your material so fast. Now, but hold on. Sometimes you could run through your material so fast. When somebody slows their material down, it seems like you didn't really do nothing, and that person did a lot. So I'm here with you though.
So we got Swamp in a second, man. When I go on missions, I like to listen to gospel music. It really helped me when I'm in a slump. But it's no music for this chump. Same vibe and feeling. Maybe because I didn't threw his ass in the back for all that rap cat. Still got JC knocking in the trunk. I like that. I definitely did. Averb talking about the winner need to give. What I look like? EFB or something? Do you know what I had to go through to get this spot? Fuck all that. You know how many kids I got? That's real. That boy got he fertile. I will say that. He said, I ain't never been a flashy type, but I'll beat your ass tonight. Then go back to the hood tomorrow and tell everybody how I knocked you the fuck out with a bragging right.
Right.
Come on, son.
That was fire. That was fire. You got a comment? Somebody said something?
No, I'm listening. Random comment. No one's even talking about the Danny battle, but Danny won. Respectfully, if you needed to know that. I guess. This was fire. He said, "Where you from? You a junkie, nigga. Where I'm from, I run it, nigga. You really want to know how I know I'm so real? I got niggas wanting to track me down and kill. I'm really 100 niggas.
100. That was fire.
100 niggas.
100. I got you. I heard that one. I fuck with that one.
Y'all think I be playing when I say I'm the same nigga in real life that I am on the internet. If I manage to prep his meal for death and JC for his last supper, will you get what I mean by get your dinner set?"
That was fire to me. That was fire. That was definitely fire.
The second he was moving and grooving, he said, "Oh, Red told you to bust a move. I'ma tell you, make your next move your best move."
Best move. That was fire. That was fire.
Come on, son. He said, "You think I give a fuck about what you do on this stage tonight? Bitch, I'm gonna get." He said, "Bitch, I'm gonna get that shine. Type the call my shooter on the phone and hand." He said, "Type the call my shooter on the phone and hand you the phone. Here, nigga, your life on the line."
Life's on the line. That was crazy. Now that was crazy.
Come on, man. He's wigging in a second. He said, "I'm on your trail. Who gonna save you? Stick flip your whole team like a foosball table." Come on. And hold on. Do you realize in that moment people was like, "What?" Until they realized what a foosball table was. It was a late reaction on that. Come on, Houston. I know it was the end of the night.
That's when you, but hold on. That's when you go to the crowd. You be like, "What?" Like you got it. Like bring them in. Like will them in. I'm just saying.
He does. I get you though. He said, "I have 4 fiends, and that multiplied it fast. Cause my fork mean I can tell a shooter or a smoker all off a short
shooter. Now that was phenomenal, bro. That was crazy. That was fire, bro.
Come on, son. Off the short
that was crazy.
You can tell us what?
That was fire.
You gotta walk around with a hoodie with that fool on. You playing. It's cool. You
convince,
He said, my
give
grandma
me the
running in the
bars, bro.
kitchen thinking I dropped something. I did, baby. 14? Come on, son. We talking to, he really cooking. You make me mad. He said, I'm finna take this shit back to the crib, invest that shit in the trap again, pull up in your city, dip him in the yak before I smoke him. Al Capone back
Calling
again.
back again.
That's when he pivoted him. He pivoted him when he said that. He said, hey, I'm in the yak town. Pivot that man. Imagine a man's shoulders being right here and then another man pushing you to force you to stand the other way around. That is what happened on that stage, my boy. That's all I'm saying.
Got you.
It's in the footage. It's in the footage.
I got you.
And then he had the rebuttal. He had the rebuttal because remember, Chris, because in the first, JC had the Chris Webber line. He had the rebuttal in the end. He said he should have been out the game. Funny, he said Chris Webber, another Michigan nigga who didn't know when to take a timeout. Come on, son. This was a in-round rebuttal. In-round Swamp don't do in-round rebuttals. That's what y'all told me. Come on, son. And then he ended. They finally got me in the South, Swamp in the Bayou. I'm in my natural habitat. Hey, that's 2 rounds that he closed with bangers, too. That's another thing. Can I make that point? Because JC, because he was out here waiting for everybody to react from his bars, he did not finish the first 2 rounds.
Now he finished the second round.
No, he got cut off. Then he got cut off in the second round, too. I'm making this a debatable. That's all I'm here for.
No,
that's all I'm here for.
But hold on, though. Hold
on, sir. He's supposed to be a vet. He's supposed to have that timing right. That timing wasn't right. 2 rounds in a row. Swamp finished. He closed his round strong. 2-0.
No, but but sometimes, hey, you right. First of all, reactions and know like you write 230 grace period. You feel me? Sometimes you do overwrite just to, know what I mean? Or you might write right into that time space, but then sometimes writing into that time space either you end up rapping short, or you stop right on time. But that could mess you up if you write specifically 4-2 or 230. JC probably wrote over 230, was trying to get all the material because he didn't want to write too short or write exactly 230. And then let's just say JC don't get no crowd reaction and he finished his material less than 230. That messes up your round because now it looks like Swamp rap. Like let's just say Swamp uses the 230.
All I'm saying is Swamp closed. Who closed the rounds? Who closed the rounds? Tell me the JC bar from the first. What ended his round?
First of all, you know I can't do quotable.
Hold on. What ended Swamp's round? What ended Swamp's round in the first?
I got you said the Bayou joint. When you said it, I was able to do it.
That's the second round. What was his first round ended?
I can't tell you.
The KD and Kyrie.
I can't quote like yo. Hold on. Side note. Ask me how Sean ended his first, second, or third. I can't give it to you. No. I'm asking you. Ask me the question. I can't.
Tomorrow when you get smoked in that conversation, save your energy for tomorrow. Save your kibbles and bits. Hey, big dog. Save your kibbles and bits.
I'm just saying because I don't want people thinking.
Don't even worry about that conversation.
I don't want people thinking I could quote quotables off the back of my head.
Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel, man. Make sure y'all thumbing up the video. This is the bar recap. We got JC and Swamp. Over my brother Deadass Talk. It's Mr. Check the Temperature. And there's a lot going on in this battle right now. But we got the top of the second on JC, man. Look, I'm being fair and unbiased. He said my third battle was known too. I hit the ground running. You hit the ground like Trevor with the bungee rope. Now, I knew exactly what he was saying, but the crowd did not. Again,
I did.
But it didn't hit. It didn't hit initially when he said it, but then he had to go to Will again. Now, is that vet because you're making them connect to that moment? Yes. But as that moment stood, it was kind of like Trevor.
All right. The crowd coded. I got you. The crowd coded late and understand. You know what I'm saying?
Dragging dog like Martin playing Nino.
You know,
like that. It was cool, but I've heard that before. We've heard that before. Let's be honest. Talking about
We
I got a connection to Detroit. Even thought they both picked against me, even though they both picked me against me in the past. I'm just immaculate. That's how I'm able to walk y'all down this quest without a callous
I
cyst.
was
Now that was fire. I ain't gonna lie.
that. Come on, son. I thank
I
you,
ain't gonna
thank
lie.
you.
Quest
That was
control, callous cyst. I get it. That was. I'm giving credit. But again,
and
did we not know that he was gonna have a better pen? We already knew that. If, if we were watching this battle for who was the best writer, we didn't need the battle at all.
it
I'm
wasn't
being
that.
honest. We didn't need the battle at all.
It wasn't that we was watching or people was watching to see who had the better pin. It was I like who is going to sell me on this fight at the end of the rounds. But when you have somebody like I said, like a Veta JC, like you said, like the Trevor bars, like, oh y'all ain't catch that. Oh, hold on, let me give y'all like the Will Smith, like the Fresh Prince reference, like will you? Oh shit, that's what he meant. So then you know what I'm saying, like shit like that, where it's like, oh y'all ain't catch that. Hold on, let me give y'all something so y'all do catch that. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a thing of still winning in the building. And I know what you about to say.
Did not win in
The
the building.
crowd, the
Did
crowd
not win in
had
the building.
Swamp winning. I got you. I'm
Hold on,
got
I got more bars. I also want to say that I have way more bars for Swamp than I do for JC. Now you can call it biasness or you want to, but this is 2 rounds in a row. Um, he said I kick in the door while he bagging up and bag him up 100 lasers. He go from eyeball white to meeting the Undertaker. That's fire. That's fire. I'm not a hater. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. You know what I'm saying? Clip ejected. Y'all know what happened to any nigga to ever call my bluff? Disconnected.
connected.
Again, fire. I get it. I understand it. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with, again. I'm giving. Now this was one that I didn't catch initially. So I caught it initially in the first watch, but I didn't get the whole thing until I broke it down today. Pause. Um, they they gonna all remember when you got that push from the GOAT like Brian Russell. That was crazy.
I didn't get that one. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't get that
Michael
one.
Jordan. You remember the push against Utah? He pushed yeah, Brian Russell. He pushed him last shot 3 times.
Nah, I'm sorry. I'm lost on that one.
Okay, so
Definitely gotta do my
then that
homework.
part don't count, but it was fire though. And then he tried to bring up the whole Swamp almost dating his sister allegedly.
Open up on.
He said we all preference women. His just relative. That was crazy.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Nobody reacted though in the building. Nobody reacted to that. You was also in the South. You was off. You wasn't.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should have wrote that for the South. I ain't gonna lie to you. You definitely wasn't gonna get that. But then the last bar I got from that. But if you're gonna keep your family close, then all y'all get to stick together.
Right.
Did okay again? And that was literally his last round. That was his last bar of his round, right there.
From what the notes you gave me, I would say the second is more debatable than the first. So
you already said the first was debatable.
no. I said you made I said you made it close from what I saw on Saturday. I said you made it closer than what I saw it, right? I never said I never when we play this back, I didn't say like yo Swamp got like it's we get the no, it's closer and margin wise to me because you gave
this is what I will say. I had Swamp edging this round. I had him edging this round. That's very critical to note before we go into this third. Because like I said, the choke in the third is the seismic, like catastrophic Nate bomb that the ripple effects had a lasting impression on the second round for me personally. And I feel like that's why they chose.
Okay. So before you get to that, let me talk because I want to get it out. Now, like I said, like how you broke down this second, I will say this second is debatable. So if somebody say, yo, I got swamped the second round, cool. Now when you get into the third, like you said, because
The
he
choke is an
messed up,
automatic loss. You know how that go with me.
but the fact that you what was a stumble at first and then you couldn't get it together. It's like even if you did do that in the second, I can't remember that right now because you just fucked up in your third. You know what I'm saying? So if you, like I said, convinced me, like the first time you convinced me that from what I had it,
But
the margin is
in the
closer.
building, I think even in the building, if you said it was, I don't know, bro. Like I said, in the building, he lost it. I know JC lost that battle in the building. You could tell by the crowd reaction when they was
Nah,
doing.
you could definitely tell how people were upset about the first and the second. You feel me? Like I said, like we know how the experience is being in the building and not being in the building. Sometimes you hear more offhand. Sometimes in the building, you going for everything that's right there in direct. But when you get to the third round, because of what Swamp did, you can say you forgot what he did in the second. Because to me, how you present everything, because I'm gonna agree with you. That second round was that round where you could edge it to Swamp, but when he messes up in the third, it's like, bro, come on, son. Like somebody like you would be like, yo, nah, I got, I, damn, son. You know what I mean?
Oh, I was. That's why I still feel like that. But let's get to these bars. Make sure y'all liking the video, thumbs up the video, share it out. This is the bar recap with my brother Dead Ass Talk. This Mr. Check the Temperature, man. Y'all make sure y'all pull up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got my boy Jack Boy, man, and we definitely gonna be recapping. We're not even gonna be recapping the battle. We're recapping Shine's rounds, and we are going to address K Shine directly. The road to Summer Madness begins tomorrow night, man. Make sure that y'all pull up 8 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Hey, Sean! Yeah,
But Swamp in the third. I knew two niggas. That situation ended up kind of wild. Both ended up in the same cemetery. That's the only place they found common ground. That was crazy.
that was fire. That was fire. That was crazy. That's
He said, "This ain't nothing but a bandwagon ass nigga who knew what to do, who know what to do with the leech, right? Peel off
oh,
the leeches. You gotta peel off.
hello.
He was cooking in his third. He gets to this line. He say, "Why the f would I be scared of this nigga's pen when I beat the pen in real life?"
Right.
Now I don't know if he had like PTSD in that moment, and that's what chose him to stumble and choke. All I know is once he did that, it was literally like he was running a race, like he was running a 400. A 400 is one lap around the track, right? And he running as hard as he possibly can, and he winning this race. And I'm cheering him on. I'm cheering him on. He gets to the last 15 yards of this race, and he pulls a hamstring. That's exactly what it felt like. He pulled a hamstring the last 15 yards. And the choke was bad. I can't lie. It wasn't something that you could skip over. When I think in that moment, I think if he looks back on it, he could have did something. He could have played with the crowd. He could have did something to buy that time to give him a couple seconds. But because he acknowledged the stumble, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, or my bad," something along those lines. It was already in his head. And once he went there, that moment was clouding, I think, his memory trying to get back to where he started from. So the choke was nasty. He did get it back though, so I do want to give him credit for finishing his round. He said,
but hold on. But to that, like Swamp, like we seen Swamp like do this, like not I don't want to say numerous of times, but in certain battles where he might have misplaced the word or couldn't get like his thing is automatically saying like my bad. That we don't know what's going on in your head or what your material is. Even if you was to misplace a word, you don't have to say my bad. Just get it together some way, somehow in a split second. Because if you would have did that or improvised in that small second to something else or just skip ahead, you feel me? Then we don't notice it like that. But when you say like, yo, my bad, it's like, fuck, like you did that like clear as day, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna pick back up on that in the end when we wrap this up. But He did pick it back up. He said that ish really f with my pride. I had to slow down and take my time. Then they started knocking at the door, wanted me to redo the whip like Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, right. That was fire.
Wanted
That
to
was fire.
redo the whip like Pimp
Whip.
My Ride.
No, that was
He said I can look in the nigga's eyes and can tell if he smoke crack or sniff yay. I said Pimp My Ride because everyone had their own stereotype. This nigga here just exhibit A. It was fire.
that was fire.
He said, if I rob this nigga for everything that he got, I know the police gonna try and put a trail on me. Take this nigga's pat, his Glock, his scale on me, then take his little girl, then had an Arkells moment.
Man.
I was trying to turn a 14 into something before this bitch tail on me. We gotta leave the R. Kelly. It's too soon for the R. Kelly bars. There's a lot of R. Kelly bars I know. The 30, you about to get the 30 like R. Kelly. Come on, son. Too soon. Leave the babies alone.
It's a current event bar. You know they ain't gonna let it live.
He said, I be feeling like a lost soul out here. The things wake me up in the morning before God do. That was fire.
That was. I ain't gonna front. When he said that, son, I thought about how you initially wake up, but when somebody wakes you up, is before God do. Like that's crazy, bro. Like that was fire, bro.
He said,
that shit was crazy.
F a friend. Even now and then, I be disloyal to myself. Even now and then, I got the switch on me. Come on, man. But no, that was his round. Obviously, finished the round very disappointed in himself. It was written all over his face. It was written all over the crowd. Just not the ending that you wanted to see from Swamp. He had an amazing run this entire tournament. So for it to end like that, definitely, yeah, it was tough for sure. But all credit to JC. Let's at least recap this third round. So I do got the bars. Catch a body on screen. The death of Swamp going to look like the birth of Movis. That was fire. I ain't gonna lie. If he in trouble, I'm talking body in the white sheet. Did you get that one?
No.
If he in trouble, so if I he in trouble, right?
In trouble.
But Aryan, as in the Aryan Brotherhood, KKK, white sheets, that's what he meant. But see again, you didn't even get the bar. He said you rolling Mr. Glass before your big break, you gotta fall. I didn't know that people had Mr. Glass everywhere else. So I was kind of shocked when I got that line. But do you know what Mr. Glass is? It's a mobile windshield repair company. So if you break your glass, you have a crack in your glass, they'll drive.
Come on, Auto. Mr. Glass or Auto Shield? I know Auto Shield. I don't know Mr. Glass.
I know Mr. Glass.
I know Auto Shield. But go ahead.
He said, I even ran through animals that are ice age until there was nothing but fossils left. That was crazy.
That was fire.
He said, y'all clearly just learning how to tie y'all shoes. Why would I argue with who not the best?
Yeah.
No matter how many times you and I cycle through our raps, not even one wheel. No, you didn't like that one? That's good. I don't like it either. They know now you looking death in the face like Sandra Bland. Come on, Sang.
That was sick. It was fire. It was a sick fire, but it was like, yo, that's
you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot, sir. You're doing a lot.
That was one of them old shit bars. Like you reacting like oh shit, like it was one of them bars. That was I like how you creeped that in there.
How about this? Every bar is drug this and drug that. And I thought Nunu couldn't get off the gram talking.
That was
Can't lie, that was pretty fire.
Hey, shout out to Nunu. Nunu was looking good, yo. But that was fire.
It's some madness. And then of course you had to finish with the surf line. Oh, I'm sorry, no, I take that back. Of course we gotta get the mom line in there. My bounce back has been boss shit. Check the numbers. They all sick. I lost my mother and didn't take a mother effing loss since
All sense.
like 14
That
and
was
0 since that happened. 15 and 0 now, I guess. Respect.
that's fire. That was crazy.
And then the last line of the battle, even if I took surf, it would be to help him get out of debt.
That that was crazy. Following Midnight Man. That was crazy. Following Midnight Madness. That was crazy. That was crazy.
But like I said, for me personally, I had this. I had Swamp actually up 2-0. But this is what I'll say. Because he choked in the third, and again, the ripple effect. I have to put an emphasis on the ripple effect. When a bomb drops, it creates like a ripple effect. His choke in the third resonated in the second. And I had the second like this. Like I had Swamp winning like this. But
So
when it was the ripple effect, it was like this. Like it literally took it
I
from here,
will.
ripple effect, bow, switched it just that quick.
So I will say this: what you doing the bar recap? I will have JC 2-1. You could debate the second for me. I'm not giving you that first, and you know JC automatically get the third. That's all I could give you. That's all I could give you though. That's all I could give you, son. You feel me?
That's
That's
good.
all.
Guess what? I got me. So I got Swamp
Stand
winning
up. What?
2-0.
Stand
But
up.
shout
What?
out JC, man. EFB is a tournament conglomerate at this point. They won
Point.
3 tournaments in a row. Um, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they're going for a fourth. I don't know. Jerry West.
No. Well, nope. Nope. 4. Am I bugging? Yeah, 4. Real name Brandon, Yuchi, Nitty, JC.
We're not Geechee and Nitty. They shared that, so we're not gonna put four. They shared that title.
Nah, we talk. Oh yeah, you're right. 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 You're right.
But this is what I want to say about Swamp moving forward. We'll go ahead and wrap this up and get up out of here. So, you know me. I'm probably one of the biggest Swamp fans, especially in media. Since day one, been a Swamp fan, been a Swamp saluter. He's been on the show. Appreciate everything he's done for this channel. And I appreciate everybody from the South that actually follows this channel because I know we have a lot of fans from the South that really just love the fact that we just talk about South battle rap. So shout out all the followers. I mean, shout out everywhere, but especially the South. Congratulations to Carolina to still having 3 performers on Known. I know how big of a moment that was for y'all, so salute to y'all for that. But as it becomes the Swamp, you know, I just released my top 5 champion of the year, and I'll probably do a blog. Maybe me and you would do it together. But I don't have Swamp in my top 5. I actually have him at number 6, and I know a lot of people are wondering why. The reason being it's the stumbles and the chokes. He has to clean it up. And I know what it's from. It's from being overexcited in the first couple rounds. He talked about that in his interview, just being too excited because the bar was hitting. He was really comfortable. He wanted to get the material out. But that's when that veteranship has to come into play. You got to be able to be composed. You got to be able to keep your wits about you when all else are losing theirs. So if he can just get over that tidbit, he got it. His name is right where it was supposed to be. Pre-COVID, he was supposed to battle Rock. Coming out of COVID, it looks like Rock and Swamp are on a collision for Summer Madness.
Madness.
So I'm so proud of Swamp. I'm so proud of what he did in this tournament. Completely turning the narrative around. Right now, again, I have him number 6 in my champion of the year winnings. He already does have a body on his resume. He bodied he bodied the shit out of Dot. He has wins against Shotgun Should, Rum Nitty, Bonds. And to me, he has, you know what I'm saying, a phantom win against JC. But shout out JC, man, for everything he was able to do in the tournament. I'm glad that he's getting this opportunity, but don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, JC. You take that boy on Summer Madness. So you may get what you want. You may not want what you get. But that's it for this recap, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in with us. Make sure that y'all lock in with us tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be recapping Kayshawn's comeback performance on the URL performance of the night, which with the person that we want to see him battle next.
That's a fact.
I think it would be one of the best battles of the year, personally.
That's a fact.
Jack Boy Maine, man, he's back. Usually, we don't even have guests back the second time around. But this is a special situation because we have been promoting this battle for a very long time. He was
still promoting
for Gnome. It didn't happen, but the road to Summer Madness starts tomorrow night. Deadass Talk, let the people know where they can find you at.
Yo, Instagram, Deadass Talk. That's what a W heard. And you know I don't talk like that, but when I talk, I beat that ass. You know what I'm saying? And we just getting started. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure y'all in tune tomorrow. Cause me and Jack going at it. You heard? You heard?
Hey,
shut!
I might have to shout out to my brother Cola. I might have to put on my real officials jersey for tomorrow, depending on how kind of crazy y'all get. I had a flag and everything if I needed. But man, this is Temperature Check, man. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Like my brother said, you know the motto, man. We just getting started.